this past weekend, and you guys shared about, wearing the name badge and telling people who you are, and it's important. And I always asked, why, Scott and Rick, they didn't wear theirs, and Mom and Dad, they would tell me why, not necessarily running the magnets. And so I was running the magnets, and I was wearing my name badge all the time when I was working down here, and then when I was selling at the other end. But then when I moved over to the non-compete position, it got to the point where when I was still wearing them, everybody wanted to talk about real estate. So we were out hunting, and I'd gotten, where I couldn't do anything over here, so I was moving, and probably shouldn't have, in the back of my mind, it's not that safe, dust to be moving around. So I moved from one place to another place. And so as I moved, and I'd been down there several times, and as I moved, I walked out and I looked around. I didn't see anything over here. Looked around, didn't see anything over there. I knew where the animal trail was. So I just kind of bebop following the wood line, and I got up to the blind, and I saw somebody in it. Well, there wasn't supposed to be anybody there. Hadn't been anybody there before, and so I was kind of taken aback. And so the guy came out, and we talked for a few minutes. And I said, "I'm sorry I got in your way. I'm just going to scoot on out and don't shoot me as I leave." And so I got out of his way. Well, when got picked up by the landowner, he said, "Oh, so you're lucky you didn't get shot?" I said, "Yeah, I realize that now. I didn't know anybody was there." And he says that, he says, "So you met," and this guy's name was Dan. "So you met Dan?" I said, "That was his name?" And he says, "Yeah." I said, "That's what he told you?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh." He said, and the guy looks back and says, "Why?" I said, "I thought his name was shit. You scared me." Because that's what I almost said to him. And he said, "What?" So he answered. But the point is, after him and I talking, that guy never told me his name. And so I thought that was his name because I said it, and he answered, and I went and left him. And when I came back, they go, "Oh, you met Dan. Who's Dan?" "Oh, he was the guy over there that, oh, okay." Well, believe, just out of habit, I had told him my name. And so we had talked, but it has to be something that's a habit. You have to get in the habit of talking to people. You have to get in the habit of telling them your name. And this guy, I don't know what he does or what kind of work he's in, but he didn't care less about telling me what his name was. So that's one of the things. Wearing the badge, running the magnets, it's important. Nobody will buy a house from you if they don't know you're in the business to sell houses. If you let them know that you're in the business to sell houses, and you do it consistently, and you present yourself professionally, you won't have a spare moment because they will be talking to you all the time. The guy behind you in the Food Line line is going to talk to you. The cashier at Food Line is going to talk to you. The people at Lowe's are going to talk to you. Lowe's. Now, why would I go to Lowe's? Why would they talk to me there? Well, they might be fixing up their home to get it ready to sell. So you can't, go fish where the fish are.
That's why I saw you there the other day.
Go to where the fish are, and that's where you need to be. "Oh, well, I'm marketing. I'm trying to get my name out there and stuff." Well, if you're sitting around a table playing Dungeons and Dragons, those guys are not in the market to buy a house. You need to find new friends that will be buying houses, new acquaintances that are going to be buying houses. Go to where the people that are buying are.